planes have crashed in the United States this year alone, making them extremely rare events. But to this day, air travel still remains the safest way to get around. But what happens if a plane does go down at your local airport? This morning, News Channel 3's Allie, Anthony, and I teamed up to get a closer look at how fire crews prepare for and handle aircraft emergencies in our exclusive report, Firefight or Flight. We're here at Palm Springs Fire Station number 2, and it might seem like any normal station, but if you look a little closer, you'll notice it's so much more.
What makes it so unique is that it's connected directly to the Palm Springs International Airport. Crews and equipment here are trained to handle life-threatening aircraft emergencies.
And Allie and I are giving you an inside look.
Into the ARF vehicle and headed out.
Roger.
Driving along the live runway to the training facility just a quarter-mile away. At every major airport, firefighters are on standby if anything should happen.
This serves the International Airport here in Palm Springs. Provides 24/7 protection to the airport, ensuring that we protect the people that fly in and out of Palm Springs, but also the staff that work here at the airport and the critical infrastructure here.
After arriving, we staged the trucks for the best attack angles and went through a live simulation. The scenario? To put out a raging jet fuel fire sparked after a plane crash. The first move was dousing the aircraft with water.
This is what the ARF trucks look like when they are in use. This aircraft here has been completely stripped and it's retrofitted so that the firefighters here can get the highest quality training with the best new technology available on the market.
But it hasn't always been like this. Let's take you back to when PSP first opened up in 1966. What started out as a small Army airstrip quickly turned into a bustling transportation hub. Since then, it hasn't slowed down. In fact, it's only gotten busier.
We have a lot more passengers coming through the facility, a 30% increase in passengers over the last 2.5 years. So it's about 3.2 million passengers coming through the airport. A number of flights coming through the airport. So we do about 80,000 movements a year. So it's an incredible operation to run.
According to the airport's executive director of aviation, as the volume of passengers continues to grow, so does the need for this fire station.
We work very closely with our fire department and our security teams on safety, making sure to identify threats and hazards as they come up. And then we try and correct those in the moment, develop plans for those, and really kind of workshop that as a group.
We have to be there fast. We have to work together and coordinated. And to ensure everybody's safety, we have to do it the first time flawlessly.
If a crash does happen, with the right personnel, equipment, and technology, teams are ready to respond in seconds. That includes one of the most effective tools firefighters use to tackle emergency situations. Here's the Airport Rescue Firefighting Truck, a vehicle that continues to evolve with time and training.
This is the third generation of ARF trucks that I've seen. It's the details that have gotten better. The technology, we're now using a more eco-friendly firefighting foam.
These trucks, typically operated by a single person, are equipped with dozens of tools, thousands of gallons of water, and the latest designs to handle any airport's worst-case scenarios without the firefighter ever having to get out of their seat. Not only do they operate on the same runways as planes, but they also have off-road capabilities as well. And they're equipped with tires manufactured to deflate in a matter of seconds to handle rough terrain if a plane crashes off course.
This is the closest thing I've ever seen to a tank.
They're a military buildup, so we have a military frame and chassis buildup, but it's designed for firefighting.
A major role in keeping airport passengers safe is how first responders prepare for and respond to emergencies. From the truck
to the training facility on the tarmac, professionals say it takes months of coordination and communication to make this all happen.
It's all interconnected, so there's a lot of coordination between the airport staff and my control center at the airport, here in the fire station, and then with the air traffic control tower. A lot of it's behind the scenes, radios and telephones and signals.
The dispatching system here is different than if it was a city response, because when that tower notifies us, it's actually a ring down directly from the tower. It dispatches our dispatch center. So our firefighters are picking that up and talking to the tower.
Flawless execution. That's the key to saving the most amount of lives in any incident, which is why the fire department and the airport trains year-round to be ready to execute on a moment's notice.
Our team meets quarterly with the fire department to have discussions around how we would handle those situations. And we also do annual full-scale and tabletop drills.
If one of these trucks has to go out onto the runway, how do they make sure that they're not running into an airplane or getting in the way of a pilot who is either about to land or take off?
They have positive control of those trucks just like they have of the aircraft. And so they're providing instruction not only to the aircraft but to our fire vehicles and our operations vehicles as those incidents happen. Obviously, the fire team is responsible for responding to the incident and making sure that those are getting addressed in the moment. My job is to make sure that the airport recovers after the fact. And so there's a level of synergy between myself and the fire chief, my staff and the fire staff.
These airport rescue firefighting machines use a little bit of science and brand new technology to make sure that all passengers are safe.
Like this special foam, which allows crews to board the plane and find survivors after it's used.
And finally, finishing it off with a chemical retardant called Purple K to prevent any flare-up.
That's just a potassium-based dry chemical that breaks the chemical chain reaction of fire.
And the firefighters even let us test out the controls ourselves.
Just flip that up. Now you're going to start flowing water there.
Oh my gosh! There it goes. Take a look at that. Both turrets, when they're activated at the same time, are putting out over 2,000 gallons of water. We have Allie Anthony running the turret, by the way. You're doing a great job, Allie!
Should I get them wet?
With all of these teams working in tandem, passengers can rest assured they're in the best hands possible each and every day. How critical is it having the fire department quite literally attached to the airport in terms of response times and making sure that emergencies stay contained?
Very essential. I mean, that speed to getting to an incident or accident or medical emergency or any type of emergency, a number of seconds can make the difference between life or death.
As firefighting equipment continues to evolve, so does technology.
And although this is the state-of-the-art equipment and technology today, it could look very different 20 years from now. More advanced and more eco-friendly. Reporting in Palm Springs, I'm Tori King.
And I'm Allie Anthony,
News Channel 3.